Hey guys, and welcome to a new guide video for new players and returning players. Actually, because I felt there is a lot of players like a bit confused after this soul boost, especially items they gain is a lot, and actually they begin to feel like I don't know what to do now, and how I can go for this enhancement. It's so much gold and so much everything, so they begin to feel like what the fuck we have to do. So simply I thought about this, and I felt like this is a good time also to make a new guide, so why not? So I began to make the idea for this video so we can begin and talk about this. So anyway, let me teach you to a new journey for this, and I will begin to go from a low character and I will begin to go so on, so you can begin to understand how it can go for going up and everything for this for sure. So anyway, don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you didn't, especially if you are a new player and didn't subscribe before. So for sure I hope to see you on the channel, and for sure so you can see a lot more from my videos and all of this. And let's begin this. So I changed it now to my weakest character. I can say maybe one of the weakest, maybe weakest or second weakest. It will make no difference. So anyway, how things was going before this patch, especially before the soul boost. So normally for a character like this, I wasn't have any chance to make her grow up, not because of the old soul boost or anything like this, but actually because of just one reason. This character for me didn't finish a story, as normally when you see my old guides I always say you have to finish a story, but on this patch I can say you don't have to finish a story. If you can just go for level 60 and HM7, get your quest for the purple one, you can do everything. And also if you can go better for a story, so you can have more stamina. Away from this, maybe nothing. I have my Blade Master or Blade Dancer as example, lower than this character on the stamina, and actually I'm doing everything okay. So even with about 30 you can do everything well. But lower than this, actually I don't recommend you to go for any dungeons until you reach at least 30 or 40 like this one and begin to do everything. So what's the difference for these characters now, and why you don't need to finish the story? It's simply because something on soul boost, and that's on level 4, because they give you the soul. Normally we don't have any soul until some point on the story, until you get your soul and a bit aura and your heart and for sure your talisman, and that for sure about you are about to finish the story, so you can reach all of them. But now they give them to you, so they give you 200 floats, even better than what you normally did from the story by about 2 tiers from soul, like about 9 upgrades. It's 2 about 18 upgrade. So that's for sure something good, and we will begin to start from this one, so it's something high. Same for Unleash the Omega, Pet Aura, you will get something lower, also Resolution Heart or Resolute Heart, and also True Morning Stars. So because you have all of these items like this, you have no problem. I can begin and start everything because of them. And for sure they will give you on soul boosts, and that's for sure the first point you have to do as a new player or a returning player. Play whatever you can on soul boost, try to finish soul boost, because it will help you. For sure you will do a lot of things as you are doing, but for sure you have to play soul boost without even thinking. So soul boost will give you first Sky Stealer items, so it will give you the 6th Sky Stealer item, and also will give you Upsurge weapon, which is the highest weapon in the game anyway, away from the true form from it. For sure it's the better one than this one. Away from this, that's almost the best one. Okay, so as you do for the soul boost, for sure do whatever you can, get all the items, so you'll find yourself something closer to this girl. For sure here I didn't finish everything, but if I will say now I can get the story words. So I have this earring as a Sky Stealer. You will get Star-Cross earring and all the Star-Cross items, which is second best items on the game. And still, as I always mention, bracelet and belt still didn't have the new one, and for sure if you are watching this video after we got them, so they will be the second best items. Anyway, I will put my earring like this, and I will put my necklace. So I have these items, and if you are doing better, so for sure you will have all the 6 of them as you are doing on soul boost. I have just need 3 levels and I will get all the 6 of them. Also because soul boost point, you have all the match soul shield for Puharan. You need true Puharan, that's something higher than this, so it's something for sure you will have to aim for it. Anyway, for the soul boost video, you can check this video. I will put it for you in the description so you can see it, and maybe in the screen as well, so you can understand everything about soul boost. And now let's go away from the soul boost. So I will say you finished soul boost. So what to do after this and what you should do even as you are going for the soul boost. So it's super simple. After soul boost you should have all the star crosses items, and also you have the upsurge weapon, you have Puharan soul shield, and also you have this item should be on the true form from them, so unleashed here and true and everything like this. So you should have everything on the true, okay? And also the gems will be changing and you will have a better one. Same for the gems inside will be like this one, so everything will be a lot good for you. And also you get some items can help you, maybe don't understand what to do with this. So first point, you have shift P, what is compound. So I don't have any states here. This compound can give you states with items like this, the burnished hornrimon etching stone or any etching stone. As you are playing on soul boost, you will get one will have no costs, but you will use your materials, so you will have to use them and try to go for the critical damage chances and the mystic chances. And if you can get all of them, the mystic one and the critical one on the same stone, that will be good for you. So if I will say I will apply this one as example, so it give me two states for sure. First begin to put everyone on them states, then begin to take them one by one. I don't like this state, so I will try to apply like this. I have two from them. If I want to keep this one on the left, I will press keep. If I want to change, so I press it change like this and change it. For sure aim for mystic and critical damage and nothing more than this. They are the most important one you can get. If you did post attack power, it's not bad, but at least try to make mystic and critical damage as much as you can. So that will make your states going up here and that can help you. Second page, don't even go for it because second page will change everything. So it's about the page you are working on to give you this boost. Okay, now for an important point you have to understand. I saw some players say like, oh my god, enhancement is super high on gold. For sure it's super high on gold. So you have to put on your mind, you don't have to go for enhancement first. You have to make more plans going for the best items you can get to make you more damage, then go for things like enhancement or anything like this. So I recommend any new player to play, or any new character you play as your alt or whatever you are doing, and that's my plan for a character like this. Just make your star crosses item go max to just +6. After you make all of them +6, do whatever you want, and better to not go for enhancements that much. If I will say, let me go for another character so I can make you see this better. So back here on my force master, so if I will say I will go for item like this, I need to get Oculus earring, and that's for sure something you have to aim for it. After you get all the 6 items for star cross, you have to aim for earring, ring for sure, necklace, and your gloves. And for sure when it comes for the new dungeon, you have to aim for the belt and the bracelet, and that's something normal. So if I will say now I have my earring, or I got my earring, so I will upgrade it to +6 and also will stop for some time. And I have my ring now, so I make my ring go for +11. that for sure cost me a lot of gold, and I know this, maybe like 20k gold or maybe something higher. It's about your luck for sure. So maybe lower than this, it's about your luck also. So I got this for +11. This +11, when I did my ring for the Oculus earring or for the Oculus ring, I will switch my 11 to go for the Oculus ring. If you can go more for +16, no one will stop you, but for some new players I don't recommend you for go for all of this high tier upgrades early. So if you just stop on just 6, that will be good for you. Even if you have all of your Oculus going for 6, it will make a problem for you on upgrading later. So it's about you to making some plans on this. For myself, I will keep this on +6. I don't care about it that much. If I can make my ring go for +16 and I will spend some gold on this character more, so maybe I can go for it. Away from this, I will go for another things to do, like other items super important for me. So simply I will aim for these items. I will have full Puharan as I always have in full Puharan, I will go for true Puharan. So I will begin to go for Puharan dungeon a lot and try to go for true Puharan, try to match it as I can, get at least 3 pieces. Every 3 pieces or every set effect you can get can help you for sure. The set effects for the soul shields going for 3, 5, then 8. If you have any number different than this from the pieces, for sure it will make a problem for you and you will not get any effect, and at least you will lose 1 effect. So here I have 3 pieces from the Puharan, normal Puharan, and I have 5 here from the true Puharan. For me, I have to match this one, so I will have to make a plans to do this. Simply to do this, you have 2 plans. Go for Puharan and wait for your luck, maybe you will get some good soul shield, or try to buy them with the Chaos emblem, and for sure that will be a high price because you almost get 1 per run, and sometimes you can get more when you did the first daily. Sometimes if you are lucky, for sure you can get some from here, your mail, it can send you some, so that can help you in a way to get them. Away from this, for sure it will take some time. So if I will say for myself, my plan for the true soul shield will be so simple. I have a lot from this still on my mail, but I will not use them now, we'll wait a bit. Okay, and we'll go a lot for some multis with this character, so I can try to get any piece. I hope for getting the 2 pieces, and with this I will buy the last one, so I will have my 8 pieces and everything will be good for me. If you get any soul shield you don't need, as example I have piece number 5 from true Puharan and I found piece number 5 from normal Puharan, simply I will break it so it can give me 1 here on this. And the true Puharan soul shield, if you get any piece you don't like, you can make use for it as a sacrifice, or you can also salvage this so you can get 4 from this emblem. For sure it's about you and about what you have, so I can't really say what you should do, it's about you more than anything and about your situation. So if I will say here's this one, if I can find someone with a critical, maybe I can use it for this so I can increase my critical chance. If I got something bad as example, so I will not use it. If I found something with mystic, for sure it's the best for me. And to understand this, Puharan and the true Puharan soul shield have some pieces have mystic. These pieces go for number 3 and 4 and also 7 and 8. These are the 4 pieces that can get mystic chances. For sure try to get them. As you can see I have just on 4, so if I got mystic on 3 I will use it for sure. If I got mystic on 7 I will use it for sure. If I got mystic on 8 for sure also I will use it, because they are the most important state you can get. Mystic, then critical chance, then accuracy. They are the best 3. Okay, for sure as you doing all of this, so maybe you can have a chances to make some increase for your soul or your heart for sure, or your pet aura or talisman. So it's about the materials you will have as you are playing. Some you will get from soul boost, some you will get from your playing normally on dailies or weeklies or whatever, or even your try hard on anything. So you have to put in your mind, if you have anything can make you make some upgrades, just do it, but finish first what you can get from the soul boost until you match this, then begin from after this, because working from inside what you can get on soul boost will do nothing for you, because anyway you will get it as you are going for the soul boost. Okay, also something important, and that's unity stones. You can press Ctrl and H, go for splendor stones, and you have for sure something nothing from this. So normally when you are trying you will find this blue, that's the lowest tier, purple to the second lowest tier. Better than this will be normal yellows, then awaken like this one, then last tier will be purple. You will see this when I switch to my main. Okay, so what you need to do, you will make normally all the blues, go for here and here and here, try to make them purple. For sure soul boost will give you a lot from this, will give you purple and will give you even yellows. And after you match everything with yellows, simply you will go and try to make all the yellows go for awaken. That's for sure with a sacrifice. Press like this and begin to do it. Your plans is so simple. If you are going for blues, make it 8, then use it. Maybe it will make purple, maybe not. If you have purple, make them 8 and try to make them go for yellow, and you have a good chance to make it yellow. If you wanted to go for awaken, so at least 3 yellows, it can make it 100% awaken. If you go for 4, it have a chance to make it for the purple one, the higher one from this. If someone like this character as example, everything I have here and all the unity stones is actually drawn for awaiting. So I want the purples, so simply I will get 2 from this awaiting as example for the red, 2 from this awaiting. Then I will use 1 from what I have. I feel it, I don't need it, and I will give it a try. It will give me awaiting or give me purple. If it go for purple, that's something good. If it go for awaiting, that's something bad, and for sure I will have to try again a lot. But it's not something light, it will stop me on the game if I don't make it or not. I am reached a good point on this character as example for set effect like this, so I don't have any problems. So what also you have to aim for on this point, so I will say if you have all star crosses, try to aim for the Oculus items because you need them. For myself, I need to go for ring because I have plus 11 anyway, so that will make it plus 6, and I will try to make these stones and upgrade them. These stones can help you on the specific dungeon that it are written on it, like here it call for Dream Nexus. You will get all of these effects when Dream Nexus, that will make you do more damage on this dungeon but not for other dungeon. So I will go for this as example, make it plus 3 at max, and just stay on this until for sure I have nothing to do. Maybe I will go and make it plus 10, it's about you for sure. So for me, just run for plus 3 at first, then second item is the same. I will try to make it run for plus 3 as well on the second item if I will get my range. So I will get my range on plus 6 and get this item on plus 3 inside this range. That can help me doing some good damage on Dream Nexus. Then go for the next dungeon for CL, which is Chimera Lab, and try to get my necklace and try to get my gloves, and for sure also try to make them plus 6. You can do this with succession, like here as example. You find succession when you get your Oculus range. You can use plus 11 items or higher. Put this on your mind, plus 11 or higher, and use it as succession. Every state on this item, like I have Grand Ozami City here, it will go there. Okay? So if you are using your sites on range and range, for me I prefer to not use it early. If you will use them and you will not have any other sites for the Oculus items, so for sure go for plus 11 with every item and turn it to Oculus. It will not hurt you for sure. So in my case here, plus 11, I have my states. I will just switch it. For this necklace, I have this one on plus 8 as example, so I will try to make it go on for plus 11 because it's not so far, and I spend whatever the gold I need for this and make succession with it because it have, or maybe this one don't have the cities, but for sure if I want I can put cities on it. But for a bracelet like this as example, Star Cross bracelet, so actually I have a different plan for it because I will try to make this Sky Stealer bracelet go for high level, then I will try to switch it to this one, and from this one I will have to switch it to Oculus as well. Okay, that's my plan about it. That's not something for you, by the way, guys. Also, put all of your cities on these 4 items. You will not change them at any time soon. If you feel you will change them, don't use your cities on it. But for me, I know this one, I will not change it. Same. So for sure they will give me a lot of critical damage and missed it. And before I made a video from around the time and tested how much damage they can give you, and they give you a lot for sure, especially when you are early on the game. It will make a lot of difference for you, so you have to put all of your cities. Then let's aim for something higher. From Soul Boost you will get the Recipe Soul badge and also the Mystic badge, so normally you will have to go for something higher. So you have to go for here on this place for the Shrouded Jonara and try to get this Mystic badge because it's super important for you. Dawn Bright Mystic badge. How you can get it? Simply you will go in, you have this emblem you will get as you are finishing. If you can finish easy mode, that will be something good, and that's normally you can finish easy mode. If you can go for normal mode and try to finish it, for sure try to learn the mechanics and everything until you can finish it, because that can give you more and can give you from these 2 currencies. And when you get the price for the Mystic badge, you can buy it if you are lucky. And also if you have, or you are on rush, you can try to do this multi of time. Not sure when you can get it, so maybe you have a chance to get this Mystic badge. Also you can get the amulet. Also you will have amulet there called Dawn Bright. I don't have it on this character, also I have it on my main, so you have to aim for both of them. So if I will say for this character, I have the Mystic badge, and I want to match it to plus 20 because I know the misted badge is super important, more than this amulet. So I will try to match this, and to upgrade it I need this emblem for the upgrade like this. Maybe I made a video for chances, you can check it and press enhance, and I will try. For sure I have a chance to fail until I can do it. Okay, so maybe I will aim for this until I can make it match to 20 and try to find with multi runs the amulet, because it will be a lot easier for me this way. Okay, if you want to buy the amulet also you can buy it from this merchant. I will make you see it. Also the misted badge is there. So in this one I will go for Dawn Bright here. This is for the amulet, that is the price. For sure it's high price, so better to aim for your misted badge, which is better and also cheaper on the price. So aim for them, get these two. It will make some difference on your damage, especially for the misted badge, and especially when you go for high enhance. This item I can say don't go for +6, but just do whatever you can. And why is the reason? Because the chances here is a bit better than most of other items, and also because you did it for something like this. So I play my daily, I did this item, I give it a try. I can do it or I can't, that's something about you or about your luck. For myself I begin to put some of them, then I give it a try on one day. So maybe I can reach +15, maybe it can't happen, maybe I can reach something higher than this. It's about luck for sure. So now let's say you made your weapon also as you are doing for soul boost, you can make it for +7. So I can say, or let's say you begin to make some upgrades on it and make it reach +11, and I will say you made this one going, or all of these items going for +6 and some other items, and you have the full troop Haran soul shield and some good gems and a lot of good things, and you have all of this now. So what you should do after this? So normally before also there is a point I forgot, and it's also on control T. This item is called insignias. You will get a lot also from your normal playing on the game and also from the soul boost. So you have to make the full of them. As you are doing high on levels you can open more slots like this one, because I increased the level, and you can put all of this. Okay, what to do about them? There is a lot of things you can do about them, so I will switch anyway to my main and tell you what you should do and everything. So back now to my main character. So first, if I will begin to talk about this, for sure I can make a lot of pages here, and it's about whatever you need. As example, I made this page more for killing Shrouded Junara, the dungeon I mentioned for the solo dungeon. So I have to put some points on it like this one. Nether shackles for this dungeon especially can make me do some damage or attack power increase, and this one for the CC can make more damage when I make a CC, so it helped me to kill him a bit easier. And also I made some items for this. Maybe this one came wrong on this for it, but I use it when I go for Chimera Lab, so it's not a big point. And also I begin to make my insignias about whatever I will do. If I will say I am sure about myself, I will not die, I can go for power throw too much. This one can increase your misted and attack power, so it can help me doing so much damage. And also I will use blood for blood because it's good. And this one maybe I use it just for shackles because I don't have any something good I can see. I can use it on this one, and this one I use it just for the DPS tests. So it's about this, and every dungeon, easy dungeon, I don't care about it, because I can do my max damage without caring about how much HP I will lose, because power throw can make you recovery chance go low, so that can make you die. I can't use something like this on the solo dungeon because maybe his hits can kill me on some points, so I will not use something like this. But if I will say I will go for dungeons, so maybe I will go for something like this. Some use for power throw, I just use here just two, and this one because it's good for the grabbing opponent. If I will say someone grabbing the boss, so I can do more damage because of this. So I have to put like 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever about you, if you are sure about your characters or about your friends. So maybe you can put even all of them on the grab if you want, and you can make this on one page and another page for something normal if you are playing normally. So anyway, I use this page when I'm going for these dungeons because I can make use for the power throw damage and also for the grabbing, and also something like this for the breaker if we can break the boss. and something like this. It's about the dungeon. I can change it from dungeon to dungeon. I go for Chimera Lab, I change this one. I go for Dream Nexus, so I change it to Dream Nexus, and that's it. For here, you can go for something like healing, like this one, Combat Medit. It's super important because it can heal you. This one for block and to make British states, can help on the British states. This one same, okay. And there is some for making your cooldown also going low. That's how I go for the blues. And for the yellows, I prefer to use best defense. If I can even match it for best defense, it will be good. Away from this, choose whatever you need for your character. Maybe something like this can increase your defense, will be good. This one also can maybe make some help because it can deal some attack power, so why not I use something like this also. And try for sure to get the best one you can. If you have blues, try to make them purples, and if you have purples like this, if you can, go for legendary. Away from the chance will be so bad, so go for it. If you can find something can give you this legendaries right away, that will be something good for you, okay. So that's all I will have to see here. If you want to watch a bit video about insignias, so you can search on my channel, you will find something. And now back to the main point. So as I said, you have as example the mystic amulet like here. I have it on +10. I have the mystic badge here on +20. I begin to get the Oculus items. If I would say that was in your case, you have the star crosses and you begin to make them Oculus items. So for me, I went for +6 on most of them. Then I begin to make my upgrades. For sure, if you have so much time for an older player, so maybe you will not go for this because you have a better plan. Like now, I have my bracelet. I made it for +16. I need more damage. Also, it will take a lot of materials and a lot of gold if I want to make it to 20. So maybe it's about me if I will give it a try to 20 or not. But for me, first I need to make my belt rune for 16 because I wanted to be ready when the Oculus items comes. At least when I make a change, I will make it to +11 from the search session. And to understand how the search session system is working, it's super simple. If you have item on +11 or higher, you can make a search session when you have the higher tier from this item. If I say I have a Star Cross belt, when the Oculus belt will come, so if I have my Oculus belt, I will use this item as a search session. It will make it go for +5, or sorry, +6, because you go 5 pluses down when it go for higher item. Some items can go for the same, some items can go for +1, and I will tell you everything about them. For the accessories, 6 accessories you have. If you have +11, it will go for +6, okay, for the new one. If you have +20, it will go for 15 as an example. So it's about 5 levels lower. For items like this, if you have the lower tier of soul, and you will go for manifest soul, so try to make the lower tiers. By the way, I forgot to mention this point. Make the lower tiers from before you go for the mystic items like manifest soul or the zealous heart. That's the highest tier on these items. Try to make them +11 before you do anything. How to make them 11? Simply check how you can make the enhancement. So you have normally the normal upgrade, and this one for the awaken. So it needs from you fusion stones and as example transformation stones. So craft a lot of them, buy them whatever you can, and I prefer for you to craft for sure, and then go for it. For sure here there is a chance to fail when it comes to not normal mystic items, the real mystic tiers from these items. It can make you go down. So for sure I prefer to just aim for 11. You will have to go up and go down and a lot until you reach +11. Then shut up, don't do more than this. Then go for another item. Go for, as example, your talisman, go for your heart, then go for your soul, whatever you have. Make all of them on +11. That will make you a good damage. For sure you will lose a lot of gold on this process. Maybe for every item, maybe you can lose like from 90 or 9k gold to maybe 15k gold, maybe higher than this. It's about your luck, but you have to put these points on your mind that you will spend a lot if you will want to make them for +11. It will make some changes, for sure it will make some change on your damage when you do this, and also when you try to go for manifest soul like what I did. I was on +11 on the lower one, so when you go for the highest tier or higher tier, it will make you go for +1 than what you have. I had 11, I will go for 12. If you had 12, it will go for 13, and it's drawing like this. So if I will say you tried and make your talisman go for plus 19 before you go for the mystic tier from it, so you will go for 20 on the new one for sure. For sure no one will try to go for this because it's almost not happening. Plus 14, almost a dream for most of people to say. And for the weapon, if I will say you had Shadow Fury 9 as example, because that's the only one you can do enhance for the Upsurge sword. So if I will say you have it on 9, try to make it for plus 11 because it will be cheaper than going from 0 to 0 on this. But as we have Soul Boost, it makes you plus 7 so easy. So maybe you can make use for this. So if I will say you don't have this, you make substitution from Shadow Fury plus 11 to Upsurge plus 11. It will be the same level. If I have Upsurge like this and I want to go for true weapon, that will make it go down with 5 light any accessories like this. So if I will have 16 here, it will be 11 there. So if I can aim for 20, it will be 15 for sure in the true weapon. That's how it go for the enhancement part and how it go for it. So anyway, at my point, what I can do to do better and can grow up for sure on the game after all of this, because I have almost every item on the game away from the true weapon and away from some true items, almost hard to find them anyway on the highest stages on the dungeons, and maybe it's almost zero chance to find them. So if I will say I am playing normally and I want to grow up, so simply I will begin to make more materials from the item I want to go for it. If I will say I want to grow up on the soul away from its heart, I need at least 14 to give it a try and I have a failed chance. So I will have to get a lot of secret vials and give it a try. And if I will say I want to go here, the zealous heart, so I can give it a try. So also I need like 35 per try, so that's something actually crazy. So if I will say maybe I can go for the reset effect also and reset this one, try to make it for mystic if I get luck for sure, and this one also if I can make it for mystic as well, that can help me. But actually I will give it a try soon for this. I will make you a video for chances, we'll give it a try for soul and this one also, so maybe you can understand how it will go and how much you should suffer if you wanted to upgrade them. But anyway, they are not the end of the world, so I should not go for all of them and focus on these items. That's something for high tier players and maybe can think about it later, super later on the game. So my normal aim will go for make all of this for plus 11, so I did the better chances, that will make my DPS going up. So I will make this build as example go for 16, so maybe when I make a succession make it for 11 for the new items, that will save me some time. And also for here I will try make my range plus 11, try to make this one higher, but later after I finish everything we'll go for this one to make it plus 11 because this one plus 8 is that's the closest one, this one plus 7, so I will go for it second one. Then I will have all of these Oculus items have it on plus 11, that will make me get a good damage. If I can give it a try for them, if I can get any higher stages, even F1, that will make something good for me. Same for weapon, if I will begin to try to go for weapon, so I will check what I need. It need Prime Transformation Stones, so I will have to make super big plan for Prime Transformation Stones and also a lot of gold as you can see if I want to reach plus 16. If I will reach it this one, I will be on a safe or a good place, especially when I get my, if I will get my true weapon for any reason, so I can have it on plus 11, that will be something good. If I want to do for something higher, that will be something good also. And there is something when I get the plus 16, I will get also a new effect can give me boss attack power or critical chance. Or PvP attack power. PvP attack power for sure will be useless for me, so I will have to aim at least for the critical chance. And the better for me will be boss attack power, and also this one I have it on mystic, so all is good here. So simply last thing I should do normally for someone like myself, I will try to reset any chances I don't like it, like as this one giving me mystic, this one is good as example, this one critical damage, if I can make it mystic it will be better. And also I begin to check everything, then I can begin to think about doing for enhancement if I have the materials. And as you are growing and begin to learn and know how much is the chances, so you begin to understand how much you need. If you want to try every time you can get the item, that's something about you, but don't expect it will go well. If you will do like me, I begin to make materials, then begin to think about it. So for sure that will change my style of playing the game, as whatever the thing I want to get. If I want to get full shield, so I will go for the dungeon. If I want to get an item, I will go for the dungeon to get it. If I want to go for any item, I am as example need gold, so I will go to make more gold, so I'll play with my ults and begin things to go like this. So to clear everything about this video and make a summary for what you should do, simply play soul boost, reach a good level on your for sure your character, so you can get your items and you can do your dungeons. Begin to play your dungeons, share your soul boost, share everything about it, and share the video for sure the soul boost, so you can know your way and begin to get your items. Get your strike stealers first, then you will begin to get the start process. You can use your sights on the start process or you don't. It's about if you will go for plus 11 or not, or going for plus 11, use it. If you will not, then wait a bit, maybe you will get an Oculus item as you are going. Then begin to aim for sure for your items, especially what you can get like Mystic Badge, your for sure your Oculus items, for True Soul Shield, for making your weapon going up, and do all of this. And as you are doing, you will get some materials, so you can try to upgrade all of this 4 items and try to do them. And as you do this, try to make them go for plus 11 as you can, or as much as you can. And when you do this for sure and reach something like Manifest Soul, it will turn to plus 12, and that something will be good for you if you do everything like this and get all of your items. So you can think about going for higher enhancement than going for more than plus 6. So normally put all of them plus 6, and after this you can aim later for plus 11 or anything like this. Especially if you reach something like Oculus, make it for plus 6 will be good enough for you as a normal player. If you have so much materials and want to go up, that's something about you for sure, no one will stop you. If you will go for your start process for 11 and then switch him for 6, it will be good. If you want to go higher than this, go for plus 16 at least, don't go for 12 or 13, just go for 16 straight away like what I did on my bracelet. So when I make a change, it will be go for plus 11. For sure do your best on everything like Control H for your solos, for your Unity Stones, and also for your Compound and Shift P, and also for your Control K for your insignias. Get everything you can and get everything you can help you, as I said on this video, and you will be good in no time, and for sure you will be on a good place. Make your materials, get materials as much as you can and try to use it later. If you can make ults and begin to make use of them to get more materials, that's something for sure. And share the video about the ults so you can understand what I mean by this, and everything will be good for you. So that's it for this video. I know it was super long, so actually I will try to make it on pieces so you can check the points you need, so you can understand what you should do and everything you should do, and make all of your parts. If you want to check this video again or mention your friends, so if he can understand everything about it, so easy. And thank you for watching, guys. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you didn't, for sure. Away from, I don't expect any one of you pressing the subscribe button if he didn't subscribe anyway. And thank you for watching, guys. See ya in the next video. Bye bye.